Listen closely to these symptoms: inflammation, nausea, hot flashes, headaches, joint pain, muscle pain, back pain, trouble sleeping, cramps, irritated skin. This is just a partial list, but if you said you have any of those symptoms, you might benefit from the power of CBD. What is CBD? Well, it's all the good taken out of the hemp plant, the marijuana plant, all the good taken out, but none of the bad. Now, you won't get high from it, you won't fail a drug test, but what you will do is find relief from these and many more symptoms. And it comes in a variety of applications. Well, there's oils, there's gummies, there's candies, there's vapes, there's rubs, there's soaks. The list goes on, and as a matter of fact, it's too numerous for me to mention here. But I'll tell you what you do. If you stop in at the Wellness Park Pharmacy, 86th and Buffalo Avenue, see Bob there, tell him you want to look in the green room. What's the green room? Well, it's a room dedicated to all CBD products. And Bob is a registered pharmacist, so he can explain to you how CBD works and what dosage is right for you. Now, you could buy CBDs in other places, but you really want to go to a registered pharmacist. You're going to be surprised and amazed, and you know what? You're going to love this product. CBD. Stop in Wellness Park, 86th and Buffalo Avenue, or call 260-1918. Oh, incidentally, if you have an animal that's suffering too, maybe joint pain or anxiety, CBD products works well for them, and there's some made especially for your animals. You can check that out too in the Wellness Park Green Room. Time to stock up on your warm weather favorites for summertime entertaining, gift giving, and enjoying. Supermarket Liquors and Wines is your headquarters for all the liquors and wines you'll need throughout the season. And you know what? They're open 7 days a week for your convenience, late night Friday, Saturday, and always plenty of cashiers on hand to speed you on your way. You want to find out what the specials are every week? Just check them out online, supermarketliquor.com. They're Niagara's largest liquor store, which means their prices and selection are the best you're going to find. Supermarket Liquors and Wines, Niagara Falls Boulevard at Military Road, just across from the Fashion Outlet Mall. Supermarket Liquors and Wines, where you'll always find plenty of brightly lit free parking in front of the store. And plenty of cashiers on hand to speed you on your way. Supermarket Liquors and Wines.
The opinions expressed on NiagaraBroadcastNetwork.com are those of the host and the guest, not of management or the sponsor.
I love summertime. I got it.
Yeah, I bet you do. I bet you do.
There's nothing better.
Where's the guys?
Oh, what do you mean, the guys?
Guys in their swim trunks.
They're back there. See them? Look
Yeah.
in between her. You could see them.
She's got a jiggly butt. Holy crap.
Yes, she does. Oh, geez. You know what? I didn't notice that. I didn't even notice that. She did have, didn't she?
We are live.
Hey.
We are live. We are live. I've had people say, when the heck are you coming back? So we're back and we're live. It's Monday.
Yeah, and if you want to call in, right now, you got about an hour.
And it's warm.
Yeah. 333-3020. I think I got the phones fixed. I think.
Okay.
I felt like I was on the local radio station the other day.
No, we're good. We're good.
It was nuts. Nothing was working. It was 95 degrees in here. All the computers, all the breakers were popped. It was horrible.
I'm not going to complain about the warm weather, even though I'm complaining about the warm weather, but, we had such a crappy spring.
You out there, you want something to say, 333-3020.
I got things to say.
Yeah? Well, do tell.
No.
What?
Well, couple of little minor things, but they're important things. A couple days ago in the paper, one of our former guests, and hopefully we'll have him back on again, Mr. DiCenzo, who owns the hotel on...
The hotel on Third, yeah.
Hotel on Third, plus the Rainforest Cafe, you know, and on we go, TGI Fridays, Starbucks, on and on. Well, anyways, he's proposing a beach and surf club, $15 million project. I say bravo,
Yeah.
okay? I
yeah.
say yay.
But they're not going, hey, bring it on, come on.
So the mayor says...
According to the paper.
According to the paper.
Yes.
The mayor said that, and I'm paraphrasing, but that the renderings given or presented did not accurately depict the project, because according to what the paper is saying that the mayor said, that the renderings were of a now defunct beach club in Japan.
Yeah,
Okay?
but hey, this is what it's going to look like. This is what I want to do.
Okay, where was the outrage? This must be a Democratic thing. That's why I'm getting the hell out of the Democratic Party. But where was the outrage when the holiday market guy
Yeah.
came and said, ooh, this is what I'm going to do? And he showed this picture of all these lights and all
Yes.
these booths
Yes.
and all these Christmas decorations. And
Yes.
this is what I'm going to do. Okay, here's the money. Come to find
Well,
out,
they can-
that was a picture taken from a holiday booth, a holiday festival over in Europe.
What'd they give him, $250,000 for
Yeah,
that?
and then the state kicked in money. Where was the outrage then?
I don't
That
know.
wasn't a rendering of what he was going to do. It was a picture taken from Switzerland or Sweden or wherever the hell it was.
But we know from DiCenzo, when he says he's going to do
He's gonna
something,
do it.
he does it.
He wanted to do the water park. Nope, can't do the water park because the state says they're going to do a water park. That was 5 years ago,
Why
but we're
can't?
still waiting.
No, wait.
We're still waiting.
Well, who said he couldn't do it? The city.
Right.
He didn't say because you can't. No.
No, they said no. No, can't do it because there's a water park a-coming.
Yeah.
Well, there ain't no water park yet, so no water park. Now he wants to do the beach club, and instead of encouraging the development and saying, yes, let's see how we can all work together to make this happen, nope, we're going to nitpick this crap together. Mr. DiCenzo, here's what I got to say to you. Block out the white noise. Block it out. Go straight forward and do this. Find those people that can get on board with you and make it happen, okay? Enough of this other crap.
I think you should find the candidate who's going to say, look at Michael, if I'm elected mayor,
Yes,
day number one, I'm going to do this, this, and this. I'm going to straighten out the police. I'm going to straighten out the finances. Within the first couple of weeks, I'm going to get somebody to call you and figure how we can get this beach, club, surf, whatever this thing
Absolutely.
is. We're going to get this
Beach-
to work. Find the person that's going to do
yes,
this.
because he says it's not just for his hotel guests. He's not proposing something just strictly for use by hotel guests. It's going to be an attraction.
Wave pools, and he said the roof
It's
is
a
going
no-brainer.
the roof is going to open up.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey, is
but
the,
no, we got to say no, you know.
Is the roof in the Dome Stadium in Toronto, that opens too, doesn't it?
Yes.
So I mean, it's not it's not a stupid.
No.
It can be done.
Of course. Of course.
Why
There's
would-
retractable domes all over the country, all over the world.
Why wouldn't you kiss this guy's ass to say,
Every time.
Mr. DiCenzo,
Every
we know you got
time.
millions here.
Every time.
Come into my office. Let's see how we can get this done.
No, instead we got to pick. We got to pick on him. Stop it. Stop it. This is insanity. I say kudos to whoever wrote the opinion in the Gazette yesterday, in the Sunday paper, because I circled one little area here that they wrote. It had to do with the fireworks situation, and whoever wrote this, they call it Our View in the Niagara Gazette, stated how we shouldn't wait, and I agree, till the last minute to try and find the money to pay for fireworks, and then all of a sudden, thank God, somebody swooped in. What was it? The credit union, Niagara, what was it called? I want to give them the props.
Niagara's
Niagara's Choice Credit Union
Yes.
came in. Thank you very much for paying for the fireworks. But what I love that this person who wrote this op-ed said, the fact that things like this can't be agreed upon months in advance, instead of, as with the case of the 2019 fireworks, literally days before the actual holiday, reinforces the city's image as a backward, petty place where politics and personalities have trumped common sense and community-first thinking for years now. Absolutely couldn't have said it better. Petty bullshit, nonsense. It's not my idea, it's his idea, then I don't want it. It's got to be my idea or no
They said
idea.
some politicians had secured somebody to pay for those fireworks, and the idea was turned down at City Hall. This is unofficial, I haven't heard officially, turned down at City Hall because there wasn't enough time. But a couple of days later, Niagara Choice said they'd do it, and all of a sudden, hey, it's a great idea.
This nonsense, whatever new, and I'm going to call it, regime comes in January, and I say new because I don't want the old, new, better cut this crap out. Out. Believe me, or I'm going to have a lot of rants on this show, because this nonsense has got to stop. This is such BS. I look at the evening news and it's all this development going on in Buffalo, and I go, why can't anything happen in the Falls? And then you've got somebody like the DiCenzo family that says, we want to do something in the Falls. Nope, hold on. We don't like the picture you gave us. Picture's not right. Give me a break. Come on.
If you got a thought, we're at 333-320. I keep mentioning this because I believe we got the new phone system in, and I
Yes.
believe it's working. And I wonder if
You believe?
Well, I believe. I bet even if Joe Shiro calls, we could understand
understand him?
Yes.
I caught hell because we ran some, not that they didn't like the repeats, but they were like, why aren't you live? Why aren't you live? And we,
But let me say this.
Yes.
Rave reviews over Roger Spurback.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they
We'll be talking to Roger again this hour.
And you know what? Say, Roger, the stuff he was saying.
Yes.
Back then, that was like 6-8 years ago. All that stuff still holds. Today,
Again, let's stop the nonsense. Let's stop it. But on a sadder note, Four Seasons Cinema, former Jerry Lewis
Yeah.
Theater, closing.
Well, shows too expensive to go to the show.
Not their theater, it was too
No.
expensive for them to keep going.
Well,
Because
yeah.
they only charge like $5 to go there.
And I think the movie companies take most of that. You make your money at the concession stand,
Yeah.
and everybody was like sneaking stuff in.
Yeah.
And, but
Sad. Remember when it first opened? Jerry Lewis Cinema.
oh yeah. No, that wasn't the Jerry Lewis Cinema.
It was at one time.
No, it wasn't. The Four Seasons was the Four Seasons.
Well, where was the Jerry Lewis Cinema?
It's the one across the street where OTB is.
Are you sure?
I ran the Jerry Lewis Cinema for Frank Amendola, I'm sure. But Frank Amendola...
Maybe they moved it across the street?
No, but Frank Amendola bought the Four Seasons while he had the Jerry Lewis.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going to try the phones. Let's give it a shot.
Okay.
333-3020. Hi, you're on the air. See if this works.
Are they finally working right?
Hey,
Oh.
you can hear them.
Wow.
Can you hear? You can hear them.
Amazing.
It must have been your phones, not mine. So there you go.
Uh-oh.
I apologize, Joe.
Well, you should apologize.
I
you
know. Yeah, that's right.
Now, this DiCenzo thing.
Yeah.
All right. I don't think, Rose, you failed to say one important thing.
Okay.
He's putting up $11 million of his own dollars.
Okay. There you go.
All right. The IDA is offered $2 million,
Okay.
and our lame duck mayor, who really shouldn't even give us 2 cents in,
Right.
putting his thumbs down. But this will be started construction in 2020 and open in 2021.
Okay.
And our lame duck mayor will be long gone,
Right.
riding in the sunset.
Right.
Now, Angelo Sullivan Mornello was on the Emperor's show last week, and he was actually livid
Emperor.
Why?
because the remarks by the mayor.
As he should be.
All right, and he said,
Just so we
I think-
clarify,
come on,
the
I think-
Emperor
come on.
is the ex-mayor. Vince's
yeah,
show.
Yes.
one of our ex-mayors, right?
Yes.
The Emperor.
Yes.
All right. And he says, I usually don't come on the show and talk about city government, but I feel appalled that I have to at this point. And he really laid into it
Good.
about the lack of development we've had
Right.
for well, I'll put it this way. 7 years, or 7 mayors, 55 years of total service, lack of development.
Right.
Now, the difference that's happening right now is Chris Sheffield is gone, and he's the one to turn down the water park.
Okay.
He shot it down. Now, Velardo's in,
Okay.
and he's welcoming this.
Good.
All right, and he's opened this up, to USA Niagara with open arms.
Good.
He wants to see this happen. And you're right, the guy is willing to put up $11 million of his own money to do something. Now, he said he didn't come up with drawings because the last time he spent $150,000.
Yeah.
They shot him down.
There you go.
So give me the okay, and I'll give you the proper drawings, and all the documentation you're going to need.
Right. Well, where was the outrage, Joe, when the holiday market was proposed? Where was the outrage about the drawings then? There wasn't. The guy showed pictures of holiday markets in Europe, and we went, oh, okay, give him the money.
We have had government of Niagara Falls that are small-minded.
You better believe it.
All right, very small-minded. Now, years back when I was the president of the Christopher Columbus Society, the mayor at the time from Niagara Falls, Ontario, was at one of our functions, and we were talking over a drink, and he says, well, tell you the truth, what happens over our end is when we like something, we go out of our way to make it happen.
That's right.
It doesn't happen here.
That's right.
And I told Cecile the other day we were talking, Niagara Falls is like the ugly stepchild. And Niagara Falls is like a woman. When a man comes up to a woman, he tells the woman, I love you, I respect you, I won't blink in your mouth. All right?
That's right. That's right. That's
Right.
Is that like
is
the
what-
first sentence when they first meet?
This is when they first meet, right. This is what happens to us. The developer comes in, I love you, I respect you, and I won't blink in your mouth. But guess what? He does. All right? And this is the proof's in the pudding. Look around the city of Niagara Falls.
True. True.
Okay? The Garmasian brothers came in here with a fanfare. They used us. They blinked in our mouth. Okay? The NASCAR racer or the IndyCar 500, they blinked in our mouth.
That's right. They blanked in our mouth. That's right.
All right, they blinked in our mouth.
That's right.
All right, and the NFR, they're still blinking in our mouth. We should be throwing up as much as blinking in our mouth. Right? We can't swallow that.
Yeah,
much.
but
We do.
word must get out that how pathetic we are here.
We are an easy mark. Okay?
Right.
And
Right.
And when I called up Angela on Vince's show, and we were talking, I says, I point out, we have been led by mayors, 7 mayors, 55 total years of lack of development. Well, the emperor took comment and said he didn't like that. He wanted to argue with me. And I'm sorry, I wasn't calling to
Wait, what did he
argue with
develop?
him.
What did he develop?
Well, he developed a one-way ticket to a federal building someplace. But the truth is, he's part of the problem of the past. Now, I know we left $8.5 million surplus, but every mayor we've had has been the same problem. And I didn't call it to pick on Vince, but one of these days Vince is going to have to come out and say, yeah, I was part of the problem. I couldn't get things done because, but he always blames everybody else. He doesn't look himself in the mirror. All right, and I have a lot of respect for him. He's a very knowledgeable person, but sooner or later, his ego has to say, I was part of the problem. I couldn't move the city forward. Now, I don't know what would have happened if he was lucky enough to have a second term as mayor. We don't know. Okay, we don't know if he'd been successful or not. The history is, we're looking at it right now, he wasn't successful. And I feel bad, okay, because it's politics. And I feel bad for us because we keep inviting these people in our door. Now, you talked about the fireworks. All right, now, they knew back in November there was no fireworks. Well, instead of sitting there and saying, why don't we look for corporate sponsors?
Right.
All right, now, let's start looking for corporate. There was a guest view the other day in the paper. Was that the one you were looking at?
Yes, yes.
Okay. And he was right. He hit the nail right on the head.
Absolutely.
And I told it to sell. I said it to sell. As we need to start looking for people to help us out. Okay, we can't afford the $25,000. Who can help us?
You get
You trying
corporate
to tell
sponsors.
me Tim Hortons won't come up with any kind of money?
Right.
Right? He's right in the heart of it. So you get 3 or 4 people together to corporate sponsor these fireworks.
That's right.
You don't make it a political hardball, basketball a week before the 4th of July. Right?
Well, I hope the new mayor will reach out and
Well-
do that, start getting all these things lined up.
Well, this is what they have to start. See, I've always said this. We don't work together. We work against each other.
But this
Like you
DiCenzo,
just
this DiCenzo thing really bothers me.
I saw that the first. I sent it to Sal right away.
It
It's
bothers
outrageous.
me to no end because it's like you just said, the mayor is leaving, so he can't even stifle for the last 6 months. You can't just, you gotta, according to the paper, we'll say that, but according to the paper, he has to say something negative about a
coulda ju-
$15 million
look,
thing.
He could have just said, this is going to take a
$150
while.
million.
It's going to take a while.
$150 million
Yeah,
project.
yeah.
Let's wait to see.
$15 million.
Okay.
$15 million project, right?
Okay,
Let's wait to see who the new mayor is.
Right.
And let's tell Michael, get in touch with the new mayor and get this project going. It sounds like a great idea. It sounds like a great idea.
yes, yes.
Everything is a great idea. Let's see it. He has a track record. Okay.
He has a
track
proven
wherever he
track
goes.
record on both sides of the border,
Yes, he does.
okay?
And
If it wasn't for his family, we would not have the Rainforest Cafe, the TGI Friday, the Starbucks, all that whole little area there. We
That's
wouldn't
him.
have any of that.
well, I don't know what's going to happen in the future. I'm disgusted. Every time I look out the window, I see what's going on across that bridge. I see what over here. Over here, perfect example. 4th of July weekend, you cannot move downtown Niagara Falls. Okay?
Right.
They were blaming the Canadian government for not opening up enough custom lanes.
What do they have
But
to
in the
do?
meantime, we didn't have enough patrol then to help direct traffic or DPW to pick up the garbage downtown. Now, is this the thing you want to say to people? This is our city. Now, this weekend, you could have shot a can off down here. There was nobody down here.
Really?
Oh, it was just dead the whole weekend. It was 4th of July weekend. We couldn't move.
Yeah,
Now, could you just imagine if there are things for them to do over here?
exactly.
What it would be like?
The money that could be spent.
Do you see the
money
nice?
the city
Do you
could
see the
make.
nice outside of our studio building, the Niagara One building? Did you see the nice huts and stuff? They're cleaning it all. They built new huts. The outside build. They're really making it look nice.
For tourists,
They-
the
they-
souvenirs
They
and
put a
that.
diamond store upstairs.
Yeah.
And they keep expanding. They got free wine tasting. These tourists are getting treated good here.
But I mean,
But, and then the city walked around last week, Melson, DPW,
Right.
and I forget who else, looking how could they clean up. This place, the city's a mess.
yeah,
Okay, and Ken Tompkins out cutting grass again with people, trying to these neighborhoods. But if you're a tourist driving through our city, you have to just shake your head.
It's a
lock your
disgrace.
windows, lock your doors, and just shake your head. Say,
Yeah, it's a
what don't they
disgrace.
see on this side? What don't the leaders see on this side? And hopefully, I don't have any faith in who becomes the next mayor. This is going to hopefully turn the page.
Now, Joe, I'm going to
But
say
they
it
got-
again. I'm hoping, I'm praying that one of these candidates will come on this show, come anywhere, and say what the hell they're going to do and how they're going to do it. Not what they want to do, not what they think they can do, what they're going to do and how they're going to do it. That's what I want to hear.
And that brings me back to my opening statement. The 3 biggest lies in the world. Okay?
Joe, good talking with you, buddy.
All right.
Your phone sounds great.
No,
Yes.
my phone always sounds great. It was that rinky-dink studio you had up there. That's why you call WJJL. No problem over there.
Oh, you can get right on there. You fit right in between their 4 callers, and they're perfect. 'Cause everything.
Bye.
thank you, Joe.
Bye.
333-3020. That's our number. If you're.
Yeah,
if you're,
like I said, very frustrated, very angry about this whole thing regarding the beach and surf club.
333-3020. If you want to chime in, you see the phones are working now. They sound pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
Joe sounded like he took the phone. I thought I accused him.
It's your phone.
I
It
hit
was
him.
your phone.
It was, yeah. It's fixed
There you
now.
go,
But
and
okay,
it's fixed.
Okay. Hey, you want to talk about angry? I got a guy we're going to talk to next. This guy.
People sit back, relax.
Yeah.
If you're eating dinner,
Yeah, don't.
put your fork down.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to want to be eating when you hear this true story.
There's a true story. Coming up next, we're gonna talk to Roger Spurback. Remember Roger, the Block Club president? He's coming on the line next. Roger is now working in the town of Niagara and having a big problem with dogs in the park.
Don't
But
give
he-
it all away. They might still be eating.
But he's got a solution to the problem. He's coming up next. Let's get real for a moment. When you're looking for a home appliance repairman, what do you look for? Well, in most cases, you look for someone who can do the job honestly and do it correctly the first time. Then you look for someone who's reasonable, someone who's going to give you a fair price for the work he does. Well, I got one that's even better than that. He'll give you the best price you're going to ever hear. His name is Chris Moore, and his service call is $35. Got a problem with the stove, refrigerator, freezer, washer, dryer, hey, you name it. If it's a home appliance, Chris can fix it, and he does it for a $35 service call, plus the cost of the parts and installation. Now, I don't know of any other repairman who's had as much experience, over 30 years, as Chris Moore, who will come to your home for a $35 service call. You know, once you have Chris at your house, you're going to want him back again and again and again, and you're going to recommend him to all your friends and relatives. So you want to have that phone number handy. So what do? Well, let's update. Let's not put it on a piece of paper and stick it somewhere where it's going to get lost or fall off, dry up, and disappear. Put it in your cell phone where you know you can find it when you need it, because you know someday you will need Chris Moore's number. It's 523-5911. Chris Moore's Appliance Repair. $35 service call plus the cost of the parts and installation. 523-5911. Put that in your cell phone right now. Okay, we got some stuff going on that you can't make this stuff up. But we got Roger Spurback on the phone. Remember Roger was the Block Club president of Niagara Falls, and now you're doing what, Roger?
Well, I'm out in the town of Niagara. I work out in the town of Niagara. I came out here because I left the city, because the city kind of gave me a screwing on my water on 24th and Forest Avenue, because my water actually, the sewer filled up my basement with full shit.
Oh, come on.
6 feet deep. And it was the city main in the street. And I had to pay $3,900 to have it done, taken out.
Oh,
And then I had to pay $2,000 to have my house aerated.
So you moved out of the city because of this?
I moved the hell out of the city because, you know what? It was the water problem. And here's the thing that I had to deal with, Sal. The thing I had to deal with was I went to the city and filed a claim. And you know what the corporation counsel told me? If you hire my attorney, which was a partner of his, I'll get you the claim filled.
Oh, really?
And I said, you know what? Up your ass, I'm the hell out of here. And you know what? I paid $2,800 to have my house aerated with the city shit 6 feet deep.
Okay, but wait a minute. Let's get to the point of this whole thing. Is you got yourself in a shitload of problems because you're dealing with shit again in the town.
Of course I am.
Well,
You know what? I've been out here for 10 years.
Yeah.
I've been working for the town for 10 years. I've been working in highway for 6 years, and in the 6 years I have no problem because we can pave roads in the town of Niagara a hell of a lot better than they can pave them in the town in Niagara Falls. I hate to tell you, but we seal our seams in the center. They don't. So it's all about the unions getting more time to do what they have to do, to redo it every 2 years or whatever.
Well, I got to get you to come back on the show live again, Roger, so we'll go over everything. But I want to hear about this shit wars that's going on in the park.
Okay, number one, I've been working in the park for about 6 years now.
The town of Niagara
And-
Park, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the thing is, we have concerts, we have people coming into the park. We put out dog stations.
Right.
The dog stations give you all of the little envelopes or baggies that you can put your dog poop in.
Right.
And here we have irresponsible pet owners that bring these 200-pound monsters into the park. And they shit in the park. And what happens is, if I don't catch them, I end up hitting with the mower.
Yeah.
Now, what happens is,
Is that when you hit it? When
And
you
then the shit flies.
yeah. Is that like?
Right?
Is that what it come from? Like the meaning the shit hits the fan, kind of the
it
mower.
hits the fan because what happens is it dries out. Now I pull in, and it's 90 degrees, and I park the mower in the building where I eat.
Yeah.
And then all I smell is dog shit while I'm eating. So I got tired of it. Sal, you know how I am. After a while, I get fed up with it. And
Yeah.
then all of a sudden I said, you know what? There's got to be another way.
Sure.
I have a woman that lives in the town that picks up dog shit for me in the park.
Well, who
And
pays her to
over-
do this? Who pays her to do this?
She does it as a volunteer for me.
Oh.
And over the last 4 years, she's picked up about a ton of dog shit. Now, what happens is this. I'm getting tired of it because I hate to see her out there. She's 70-some years old.
Oh.
Bless her heart.
And she's a volunteer of mine, and I love her, and she's a great woman. But you know what? She doesn't need to do this.
No.
Irresponsible pet owners need to take care of their frickin' pets.
Right. So what
know
have you?
what?
So what have you done about this?
Well, what I done about it is...
Have you
I got
told? Wait a
tired.
minute. First of all,
I
have
went
you
in front of
told
the
them?
town board. I went in front of the town board, and I said, I'm tired of it. You know what? I'm tired of smelling it when I eat, smelling it when I mow. And you know what? I stop and give these people bags.
Yeah.
And they look at me and just walk away because they don't live here. Well, what they do is they live here, but they don't drive in the park. But I know where they live. So I've been dropping the dog shit off at their houses.
You do, wait, Roger. I'm sorry. I didn't hear that part. You do what?
I've been dropping their dog shit up at their houses.
You scoop up the dog poop from the park and you.
Yes,
Bring
and I
it-
put it in a little. I put it into a little box. You know, when you go to a restaurant.
Yeah.
Oh, like a takeout, like a doggy
A
bag.
doggy bag. Yeah, it's a doggy bag. Yeah.
Yeah. You get the takeouts to go home. Oh, that's what they get. I've dropped off 4 of them so far.
I'll never ask for a doggy bag again. Never.
Wait a minute, so you do this and you drop it off like on their porch and then you leave? Like you ring the bell and run?
I have my address on there.
You put your address on the
They want
box.
to challenge.
Okay.
You know what? If they want to challenge me, I give them my address,
Okay,
and they can come over to my house.
okay.
But what they don't realize is I have 4 tons of dog shit every week that I pick up. So if they want to come to my house and play games with me, I'm giving them 100 pounds of dog shit at their house, in their driveway. I don't care. I'm tired of it.
Goodness.
Have they come back to your house or said anything?
If they want to come back to my house, come ahead. Come ahead. I'm a big boy. I'm an ex-Marine. I'm a former correction officer. I'm a former GM worker. And you know what? I got...
Well, they don't do it alone. A GM worker. I wouldn't mess
Wow.
with a GM
No,
worker.
yeah,
no.
that put me over the edge.
I got it. You know what? I got a set of balls bigger than a lot of people do.
There you go.
I'm
All
not
right, I'll take your
afraid-
word for it.
I'm not afraid of people that want to drop their dog shit off and not take responsibility for the pet.
Is there not an ordinance or a law that says they are supposed to?
Yes, there is.
There
There's
is.
an ordinance we had here for years. That's because we put the dog station in the park.
Okay.
Okay. The problem is these people don't care. They're ignorant pieces of garbage, and I'll deal with the people. I'll deal with the garbage. Garbage is meant to pick up and take out and put into a shit can. And you know what? The way I feel, if I have to mow their shit up, then I'm going to mow it back into their yard.
Okay.
You know, Sal, here's the thing. The thing is,
Yes.
when I first got over there, I had a couple of people that lived on Grower,
Uh-huh.
and they were taking their grass clippings
Huh.
and taking them over in the forest and dumping them. Well, the thing is, when you pile grass clippings up, you get rats.
Right, yeah.
Oh,
So I started picking their grass clippings up 4 years ago and taking it back and putting it in their driveway with a note that said, "Love, Roger. You know what? Come and see me if you don't like what this is. Don't dump your shit on private property."
so did they stop?
Oh, of course they
They
stopped.
stopped.
But I got
Okay.
the third or fourth load
Okay.
because I have access to a ton of grass clippings.
So how
If they
is
want me to.
how is the dog shit delivery working out when you bring it to their
Well, let's
house?
put it this way. When I went in front of the town board and I talked, the guy that was doing the most damage, he was a big guy. And I thought, well, he's 260 pounds.
Yeah.
Guess what? I'm going to have problems because he's a lot bigger than me.
Right,
So I'm
yeah.
going to have to deal with him in another way.
Yeah.
So I stopped my mower and I invited him to the town board meeting. And I told him, you know what? You got to come to a town board meeting because they're going to give you a beautification award for your yard. And he came. And I stood at that town board meeting, and when I talked about taking dog shit to his yard, I turned around and looked at him. He got up and walked out. I haven't seen him and his white dog since then.
Oh, wow. This is.
You know what? You're not going to... It's like this. I'm not a nutcase.
No.
I am someone that is 65 years old, and I'm tired of people disrespecting private property.
And it's a beautiful
And I
park.
agree.
And it's a beautiful park there.
And I'll tell you right, we had graffiti here.
Uh-huh.
And the last time I dealt with graffiti in Niagara Falls, I took care of the kid that did it on 19th Street.
Right.
Well,
His name was Ed.
what does that mean? You took care of him?
I took care of him because when he drove his car to Kmart, I filled the inside of the car with 20 gallons of 20 fluorescent paint.
You
Ooh.
sprayed the
Leather
inside of his car.
interior.
You sprayed the inside of his car.
I dumped it. 20 gallons, 5-gallon cans of orange and green and yellow and red fluorescent paint.
That sounds
you know what?
legal.
The son of a bitch went to Buffalo
Okay.
because he didn't want to deal with me.
Okay.
And if I catch them in the town of Niagara, I'm going to come to their house and paint their freaking cars. If they can get away with coming on our property
Right.
and painting,
Right.
I sure as hell can get away with going to their property and painting. I have my own crew. I have a lot of people that believe in me. And you know what? At the end of the day, I'll deal with what I have to deal with. I deal with scum, I'll treat you like scum.
Raj, I give you credit.
Sal, you've known me for years.
I have.
I've never been different.
No, you haven't. No, you haven't.
I've never changed.
Don't ever change.
I agree with your frustration, though, because it just seems like a lot of people do not care about other people's property or the town property or whatever, which isn't right. If you have a pet, clean up after your pet. I'm sure they clean up in their backyard if the dog poops.
It's safe to say if you bring your dog into the town of Niagara Park and you let the dog poop and Roger sees you, you can expect a present at your
I
door.
will stop them and give them a bag.
Right. To
And
clean
if
up.
you don't want
Right.
to pick it up, I'll bring the bag to your house.
There you go.
And if it happens more than twice, I'll bring a ton of it to your house because I have access.
Okay.
I have access to about 100 pounds of shit every day that responsible pet owners are picking their crap up from their dogs.
Right, yeah, right.
And you know what? If you want to be irresponsible, go be irresponsible.
Right.
But you know what? I live here, and all you got to do is get my address and come to my house.
Wow.
And you want to play with me? I'll play with you. I'll
Hey,
play
Raj,
with you like
Raj,
you've
can we
never
get you?
been played with.
Raj, can we get you to come on the show live one day? I need you. I like to take some phone calls. And
Of
talk.
course, I'll come on the show. There's a lot of things going on in Niagara Falls I disagree with. Some I agree with. You know what? There's a lot of good people running for office there.
Huh.
When I left after running block clubs for 19 years,
I know. Yeah.
and my heart was broken. But you know what? I run block clubs in Rochester and Syracuse. Other communities want me because I have a set of balls that are bigger than most. And you know what? I'm willing to
Obviously.
take a beating. If you want to come to my house with a baseball bat and give me a beating, try it. Go ahead. I got a chainsaw. I got a shotgun. And even though I hate guns, you know what? I'll use what I have to use. I'm a big boy.
Raj, nice talking with you. Good luck on the.
Good luck on this, and I hope you win the battle. I really, truly do hope you win the battle.
Okay, who is the young lady with you? Because she's been there for years.
That's Rose. That's Rose.
Rose, God, I haven't heard you in years and years. Because once I moved out here,
Well,
I got
It's not that long ago.
Wait a minute, Raj, your computer doesn't work in the town of Niagara? Is that what you're telling? I don't know.
yeah. My computer works, but you know what?
No.
Here I am
Yes.
with that stupid what is it?
Spectrum?
Spectrum. Okay, across the street
Uh-huh.
is Verizon,
Uh,
but I can't get it.
you can't
But
get
it's
you can't
across
get
the
our
street.
station?
So I can't. What I do is on Spectrum is I pay $120 a month for just internet.
Uh-huh. And you can't
So,
get
you know,
our station? And you can't get our
Well, I can get your station, but you know what?
No.
Since I moved out here in the town of Niagara, people see me watering flowers, trimming the bushes and everything.
Oh.
And they stop me and they say, "Oh, you do a good job. You know what? You want to come to my house and do my stuff?"
Oh.
I go to their houses every day after work.
No,
So
no
in
wonder-
other words, he's busy.
No wonder he don't listen.
In other words,
but we're
he's
just so you know, Roger, the show, like this show that we're doing, will repeat for 2 days, 24 hours a day. So if you clean up the dog shit and you come home, you could go on NiagaraRadio.net and listen to
Of
yourself.
course I will. You tell me what day to be there. I'll be there with jingle bells on.
No, but Raj,
You
I'm
know
saying,
what?
no, Raj,
Yes.
you didn't.
A lot of the people in the town in Niagara Falls will not like what I say.
It's all right.
I got that.
I'm not a resident. Is that I don't look at things through rose-colored glasses. Excuse me, Rosie,
That's okay.
but I don't see things through rose-colored glasses.
Right.
I look at reality.
Yeah.
And you know what? Since I went in front of the town board, since it's been in the Buffalo paper, since I've been on radio stations about the dog shit, guess what happened?
What?
I don't know.
I
What?
only had 2 packages today.
There you go.
And you know what? I'm delivering them as soon as I hang up.
He's like a regular little UPS guy.
Yeah.
So, you know what? If you hear about me being shot or stabbed...
No, don't, poi, don't even say that.
Don't even say that's
Oh,
not.
you know what? I can handle it, Rose, because I'm a big boy.
Hey, Raj,
always
Raj,
say-
I got an idea. Raj, I got an idea.
Yeah.
Instead of bringing packages of dog shit to people's house, why don't you call the police and say, "Here's the license plates of the person that dropped it off. I would like you to go talk to the person and inform them if they do this again, they can be cited. It will cost them money."
Here's the problem. 90% of them don't drive a car. They live in this area. They walk their dogs for 1.5 miles or 2 miles, and then they go home. That's how come I know where they live. I see their dogs running in their
Yeah.
front yard and the backyard.
Right.
So you know what? It's easier for me to do it that way. If I see them get in a car,
Yes.
I will take the license plate and turn it into the police.
Okay. Well, good luck,
But-
buddy, and get in touch, and we'll have you on live. I appreciate the
Okay.
update
Now,
on the
if I
dog
come
poop
on
story.
live- If I come on live,
Yes.
remember, don't drop the shit in the park because I'll bring it to your radio station.
Oh, no.
That's right.
Okay.
You take it easy.
All
I
right.
love you, honey, and I'll talk to you when I get on the show.
Okay. Sounds like a deal.
Bye, thanks,
Bye-bye.
Raj. I don't know. What the hell?
What can I say?
I don't know.
I think that's fabulous.
I guess it'd be pretty frustrating.
Oh,
I think-
stop when people are eating
No,
at
I'm just
home.
thinking, well, what did he just talk about?
Well, why you gotta show it, poor baby? Can't even poop in peace.
Well, I don't know. I mean, what? I don't know.
But it's a law, is it not? Again.
Well, what if you were in the park?
Okay, but
I
you
mean-
don't have to show it.
Well, I just
How come people are taking pictures of their dogs pooping?
on a tree.
Well, maybe that's the only way he can go. Would you stop
On
showing
a
this?
tree?
That's
What are you
disgusting.
talking about?
But maybe that's the only way he can go.
Why is
Is
that?
if he's backed up against a tree.
Look, Roger. Not only, first of all, Roger, don't send boxes of crap. I'm sure you can get in trouble by bringing boxes of crap to people, and you don't want to challenge people to come to your house. We know you can handle yourself, but let the authorities give them a ticket. If they have to pay, if they get a ticket for not cleaning up after their dog, then they're not going to come back and let them do it. I worked for a guy one time. He come into work one time. He was crazy mad, crazy. A guy down my street, his dog came. I just got done cleaning my grass, and the dog crapped right on my front lawn. So I came out and I yelled at the guy. I told the guy, "Clean that up. What do you think you're doing?" And he said, must have been some old Italian guy. He said, "Oh, wait a minute. I'll be right back. I gotta go get it a shovel." Well, the guy never came back. So this guy did the same thing. He scooped up the dog crap, walked down the street,
Brought it to
and
his house.
threw it on the guy's lawn. And the guy come out yelling. He goes, "What the hell you think you're doing? You got to clean that up." And my friend told him, "Wait a minute. I got to get it a shovel."
Yeah, the shovel.
Never came back with his shovel. But Roger has an idea. Now, this is what Roger did with his dog. And he said everybody can do this. It's not a big deal.
Well, look at that.
Just a matter of training them.
Poor thing. He's got to get it right, though. Oh, poor baby.
Yeah, but watch.
Poor thing. It's just so it's
Roger-
not right.
Roger
they
worked
they
on this
can't
for-
poop in peace.
Roger worked on this for a long time.
The poor thing.
You're doing a good job. Look at it.
Oh, my goodness.
Now watch. Now, it looks like it's going to hit the seat, but
No, oh, Lord have mercy.
right in.
Look at that. Now, can he flush, too?
Oh, I don't know if he flushes it. Roger, did you teach him to flush? I don't know.
Oh, my goodness. Poor thing. Imagine how difficult it was to teach him this, though.
He needs to get more brand
More
flair.
yeah. Oh,
Some more
so
brand-
there you go. And all you got to do is flush it.
Yeah, that's all. So,
But it is a law that you're supposed to clean up after your
well,
dog,
you
right?
know something. Let me tell you something. What they did in one. It's a law. You could get a ticket.
Okay.
But here's these people. What they did. They had a cop standing by, and they got a bag of dog poop that they picked up, and they asked the people, "Would you help me? Would you throw this in the basket over there?" And when they did that, the cop was instructed to drive by.
And do what?
So you're gonna try to throw it in the basket. But the cop.
Not bad.
And they found out it was a joke. I thought that was pretty funny.
And how many of them said, oh, shit?
Yeah. Well, and I told Roger, I said, Raj, when you deliver this to a person's house
Yes.
and they come out of the door and they're complaining like hell, what do you tell them?
You're full of shit. You are full of shit. You're full of shit. You're full of shit. You are full of shit.
Yeah, okay.
See, I was a little uncomfortable that day hearing that. I can't remember who he was yelling at on the phone.
Sam Frashone.
Ooh, okay. Then was the good old days.
Oh, yeah.
Those were the good old days.
Oh, man, that was funny.
Are we more civil now?
Then what? What? Sam and them?
No, in general, are we more civil now than we were then?
Does it sound like Roger was more civil? Does it?
Well,
How's Roger?
he's gonna come visit us. He really is. Because he says there's things in the city of Niagara Falls he's not happy about. No kidding. No kidding.
Oh,
Me
my-
too.
Oh, my God.
Me too. I can't take it anymore.
Interesting show. Don't forget to tell your folks it'll be up on YouTube and it'll be on for the next couple of days. I'm sure people are going to want to see this program.
If you were going to build the perfect lawn and garden tractor, what would it look like? Would it have a direct drive shaft? A hydraulic deck lift? What about a cast iron front axle or a welded steel frame? How easy would your tractor be to operate? Would it have power steering and cruise control? How about an automatic transmission? Would your tractor have a cup holder? See, the reason we ask is we've already built that tractor, the Cub Cadet, the world's best designed lawn and garden tractor. Call this number now to find out what makes the Cub Cadet that much better than an ordinary tractor.
Go to Niagara Lawn and Gardener on Saunders Settlement Road, just off Military, right next to the Toast and Roast. You know what? You are going to love the prices and the products. You need yard products. I mean, not just mowers. I mean, they've got the Cub Cadet mowers, but they've got the leaf blowers and the tillers and anything you need for outdoor. Niagara Lawn and Garden. And if you were not lucky enough to get a Cub Cadet last year, maybe your mower's not starting, they're not working, well, Mike Richards and the gang at Niagara Lawn and Garden will fix it for you.
Fix it.
And I hear they got the best mechanics in the area. That's something, people go to the big box stores. They buy, I saved $100. Yeah, but then when it doesn't work, does the
Right.
big box store come out and take care of it for you?
Right.
They do at Niagara Lawn and Garden, and the prices are really comparable too. So check them out. Niagara Lawn and Garden. Check out the complete line. Chainsaws, all kinds of stuff over there.
There's a lot of mowing to do this summer.
Absolutely.
With all
a
the
lot.
rain that we
Hey,
had.
if you want to save money, People's Casino and Gold Mine is across from where the old Kmart used to be.
Yes.
They got 50% off right now. They got jewelry, they got memorabilia, they got clothing, they got tools, they got instruments, they got computers, they got air conditioners, they even got slot machines in there.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, they got all kinds of stuff. They got Schultz and Dooley. You want to look for a bargain, that's the place to go. It is the People's Casino and Gold Mine on Military Road. 50% off. Go see my man Ruben. Now, he will bargain with you. You say, how much is that, Ruben? $50. I give you 25. He just might take it. People's Casino. No, he might. He deals. I mean,
That's fine.
it's like a big flea market.
It's a big flea market.
And it's
Yes,
neat, all the
they're fun.
different things they got in there.
Go see 'em.
You're going to like it.
Tell them we sent you.
So what do you think of the Rogers story?
It doesn't surprise me, but because knowing Roger as we've had for many years, when he has had it with something, he takes action. You never know what kind of action, but it'll be interesting. It would really be interesting if somebody that got a box of poop on their porch watches the show and goes, that's who it came from. We don't want to start anything. So we want to de-escalate the poop war. Okay, we're not here to escalate the poop war. We want to de-escalate it.
Yeah, I don't want to see anybody
Okay, we don't
go.
want it to get worse. Okay, we want, that's it. But nonetheless, we will have him on soon. Haven't had him on in a while. Because now is election time. Election time is coming. Have you heard from any of our candidates, sir, in the last couple minutes we got here? What's coming up?
No, I've heard from, in fact, all the candidates. A lot of them plan to come in and show up on the show, and I'm thinking we're going to have a lot of the candidates come here. I know Glenn Chalokian definitely has. Bobby Rustino said he will talk to us after the primary. So it's
I
after
want
the
to ask
primary.
each of them about this, specifically about this DiCenzo project. I want to ask each and every one of them. Because this is very disturbing to me. It's symptomatic of what's gone on in this city for far too long. Anybody wants to come and legitimately do something, we give them a hard time.
No, and they should come and talk about it. The mayoral candidates have said they'll be here, even Mr. Elder. He says he's got a whole plan that he'll tell us about.
I've had people ask me, when is he going to be on? We want to hear what he has to say.
He told me he will get a hold of me after.
So-
You know what? The offer is here. Any candidate at this point is not barred from this show. They're welcome. All they got to do is contact us. Call our office, 283-8207, or contact us on our email. It's NBN, Niagara Broadcast Network, NBN7900@gmail.com, and we'll get you on the show. And you could be on every month right through the election, because we sure as hell want to know what you got to say.
There's only a few months to go, so nobody hide. Come on out, talk to us. You can go do your door-to-door thing too, I get it, but come over here
They're
too.
not going to reach what they reach here.
I
In-
know,
in-
but
in
they
an
can
hour,
do
they're not
both.
gonna
If you
reach.
can't multitask, then you don't belong in the mayor's office,
Or the council.
okay?
Don't forget,
Or the council.
We got council
If you can't
candidates
friggin' multitask, if you can't go door-to-door and come on here,
for an hour.
then you don't belong anywhere near City Hall.
No, you're right. You're
Okay?
right. You're right. And you're probably realistically going to reach 500 people here. The run of the show, you're going to reach
At least.
at least 500.
At
yeah.
least.
And then everything goes up
And
to
then
you.
it goes on YouTube, and there's more hundreds of
So
people.
tell your friends about today's show, because I know they're going to want. I know they're going to want to see Roger, because I got a bunch of comments over the last thing. But this is the
It's
latest.
the dog poop show.
That we're calling it the dog poop
Well,
show.
yeah, maybe we got to clean it up.
Should I name it? Well, I got to
to
name it. Should I put the dog poop show on there?
The dog poop show, dog shit show, the dog shitorama. I don't care what you call it.
Every dog has
It
his
is,
day show, whatever.
Just put a cautionary thing on there. Do not be eating anything
Yeah,
when
well,
you sit and watch this show.
Yeah, right.
This wouldn't be very good.
We'll see you Wednesday, folks.
We will be here live.
We'll see what kind of comments we get about Roger Spurback and the dog poop show.
There you go.
That's how it's fun in the summer.
First of the fall, and then she goes back. Bye, 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 there. Now summer day.
You'll be alone and so lonely in your little heartbreak teepee. Promised your lips to me only, said it was meant to be. They smiled and said I'd be lonely, that you'd take it right back from me. You Indian giver, you Indian giver. You'll be alone and so lonely in your little heartbreak teepee. You vowed your love was forever, mine for eternity.
Don't forget great oldies 24/7 on NiagaraRadio.net. 60s, 70s, and 80s. NiagaraRadio.net. Some great memories from Niagara Falls, New York, where great memories are
You'll be
made.
alone and so lonely in your little heartbreak teepee. You You put your ring on my finger, where all my friends could see. They told me you'd never linger, that you'd take it right back from me. They were so right. You Indian giver,